Sometimes at the beginning of the project, you'll just sit there and wonder what on earth you're going to do and where you're going to go with it. If you're ever getting like that with your webpage, here is a short presentation on getting inspiration. Okay, so the best way to learn how to get inspiration to build a nice looking website for people is to learn what you like to look at. You can have a vision in mind of what you want. So I've put together some websites of things for when you're making a website. So here's to show you. I'm going to show you an actual link to it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Websites like, and you're going to have links on the side that are actually helpful. They can really like when the panes are frozen, so you can scroll down on what you're reading, not, and they're not connected. You don't have to go all the way back to the top of one to find the top of the other. That's a great way to get me to read your website. A lot of people who like that. Consider it. It enforces your left to right focus and ease of navigation for the article. So the more important parts are taking up the big ones, and the smaller sections are just other links which are relevant but not quite as important. And left to right is natural for people to read, and so that makes it easy and streamlined. Here's another one. See if you notice anything about this. Obviously, it's using the modernist layout with a grid system where there's sections for stock reports, sections for articles, sections for links to your latest headlines, and if you notice another trend on the left is dynamic things that change a lot, like the most recent headline. And on the right is static things, things that are always going to be the same every time you visit that website. It's going to be the same stuff there. Left to right, stuff changes a lot, and is to right, static. Stuff that they want you to do first to stuff that you might be wanting to look for yourself because you know it will be there. Right. Makes sense? Makes sense. So here's IMDb. It's not a news website. It's not really an article site unless you click on something. But see if you can see any similarities to the last two we've looked at just by looking at this. Again, it uses the modernist layout. I don't think it'd be easy to find a site that didn't. And left to right reading, where on the left is things that change a lot, and on the right are links that are always going to be basically the same thing. The left is the headlines and stories. The right is in theaters near you, stuff that will always be there for you to look for. Some websites are really nice because they have a really simplistic color theme and a really easy layout. Few words, easy to find exactly what you're looking for right when you go there. It's really nice for things like this, Art Store, where you're just looking for graphics. It's easy to take. Color schemes don't have to be based on white to be simple and easy to read, but I happen to like white. Some people like black, some people like blue, some people like gray. For websites, I like white a lot. Here's another example of a simple color scheme, but this one's a little more modern and exciting looking. Modernist layout, of course, with left to right look, first category, then links, and then the article you're actually reading. And it's got this awesome 3D thing going with its streamlined graphics. It's easy, simple to read text. Here is another one just like it. You'll notice the grid system splitting the content into different spaces with left to right, top to bottom, order of importance. Here you'll see a science website. I happen to really like these because the Science Supply website it'll have images at the top and it'll have all this exciting looking stuff, all this cool science looking stuff. Down here, where it has its news and articles, even the text looks like graphics. So you'll see the headline, but unless you really want to read the text, it just looks like more part of, it's so streamlined, it looks basically like part of the picture. Yet it's still easy to read. Like it a lot. And then when you actually go to a product, you notice that, and you click on the links, it has exactly what you would be looking for in as few words as possible. You can click on links for more information if you want, but it has everything right there up front, right where you want to see it. It's a really good thing to have. Here's an example of another color base other than white because I'm a little prejudiced liking white for my web pages and liking square, and this is a lot more bubbly and themed looking. In the end, what you want to think about most is what would you like to look at? If it's something you would like to see, chances are other people will like to look at it too. So if you are comfortable looking at it, you're on the right track.